You can imagine our surprise when we checked the IMDb for the 2017 movie, which comes out today, and found that Zoe Rainey is cast as none other than Belle's mother. What role are you playing, Zoe Rainey? I'm gonna tweet her right now. Well, that's probably not gonna pan out. But today we are going to cover everything we do know about Belle's mother. So as we said, sadly she makes no appearance in the movie, but if you go to Belle's cottage in Disney World, there is a painting of Belle and her mother hanging on the wall. So as a result, we do have a pretty good idea of what she looks like, basically a slightly older Belle. I think it's worth noting that she is very well dressed and very beautiful. Definitely out of Maurice's league, am I right? Hashtag well done, Maurice. Actually, to be honest, I'm not normally a huge fan of the bumbling male being married to the way too attractive female trope. But I think it works really well with this story. I think what it says is that she was able to look past Maurice's many quirks and just find true love, just the same way that Belle was able to look past Beast's monstrous appearance. But with that said, let's continue judging her mother based on her looks. To be fair, it is actually the only thing we have to go on. Her clothes definitely look upper class, so I think she must have been a source of significant income for Maurice and Belle. This might explain why Maurice doesn't have a more common occupation and can spend all of his time inventing, and if she died, how maybe that could be the reason why they had to move to a more provincial life.
You must be more than this provincial life.
That line by Belle, whether or not they meant it to, has a lot of meaning. It suggests that their new provincial life feels very unaccustomed to her and basic, because she actually says, there must be more. But at the same time suggests that she doesn't know what more looks like. So my guess is wherever she grew up with her mother and father was a rich place where she was raised very properly and had a lot of time to do things like read books, but maybe didn't interact with people as much, which is why the townsfolk think she's odd.
Odd? Where would you get an idea like that?
Why does that situation sound so familiar?
Lock the gates.
Can we also just point out that Belle is totally looking down her nose at the townspeople? Must be more than this provincial life? There's nothing wrong with being a baker or a bookshop owner, Belle. Anyway, further suggesting that Belle's mother is rich comes from the Broadway musical when Maurice references Belle's mother by saying Belle is her mother's daughter, therefore she is class. This could mean that she is just a class act, or that she comes from the upper class, or both. But so where is she then? Well, almost certainly definitely dead. In the original fairy tale, Belle's father is a widower. In the original screenplay for the Disney movie, she was intended to be mentioned as dead. In the musical, she is mentioned as dead. And I have a hard time believing that they would continue to hang this painting in their home if they were somehow divorced or otherwise separated. But honestly, this should come as no surprise. Disney loves killing off mothers. Snow White's mom, dead. Cinderella's mom, dead. Ariel, Jasmine, Pocahontas, dead, dead, and dead. I feel like I'm saying dead too much. Not that having both parents is all it's cracked up to be in Disney. Aurora and Rapunzel both get cursed and or kidnapped. And Moana, Mulan, and Merida all spend the entire movie directly disobeying their parents. Don't go in the water? Don't go to war? Be a proper young lady? Yeah, sorry, Mom. How about now you're a bear? Weirdly, none of those three want that much to do with romance. It's like Disney says, 2 of 3, Mom, Dad, Husband, go. Okay, sorry, tangent over. The point is she's totally dead. Except she has been cast in this movie, so will she be alive? Dear Zoe Rainey, will you be alive in Beauty and the Beast? Honestly, I kind of doubt it. I'm betting she'll still be deceased and maybe appear in a flashback or something, or possibly even just in a photograph, kind of like what they did with Lita Lestrange in Fantastic Beasts. Although there is one time that she appeared alive under Disney's watch in the TV show Once Upon a Time, which as far as we're concerned hardly counts as canon, but she does appear alive in the show and her name is Colette, but guess what? She dies. Killed by ogres. Spoilers. But there is one other possibility. Looking at this painting, I can't help but notice how prevalent roses are. Which, to a casual Beauty and the Beast fan, which I am not. Yeah, sure, obviously it makes sense to have roses in this picture. They're highly prevalent to the story. But here's the thing. At the point in the deep Disney history that this painting was painted, roses meant nothing to Belle. She was just a little girl. But that's obviously not the case for her mom, who was wearing one of the largest roses I have ever seen in a matching dress in front of a rose bush. So let's take a step back and ask, why are roses such a big part of the story? Because the enchanted rose tells when the curse can no longer be lifted. And why a rose? Because that's the super random thing the enchantress chooses in the beginning of the movie. Except maybe it's not random. Because now we have a character, and as subtle as it may be, is closely associated with roses. And of course by subtle I mean wearing one in a matching dress in front of a rose bush. Also coincidentally, roughly based on Belle's age in the painting, very near when the curse was set in place. So, what if Belle's missing in action mother is actually the enchantress? 10-year time limit on the spell? That's kind of a strange time frame to go with, unless it's because Belle, who looks roughly 10 in this picture, has enough time to grow up and potentially break the spell. The spell also seems to very conveniently prevent the prince from aging during this period of time, so he's not maybe weirdly old by the time Belle is of age. But yeah, if this is true, there are a ton of other questions that now need answering. Why did she not continue to be Belle's mother? Why is she shown having stained glass blonde hair? Why did she take it upon herself to teach this prince a lesson and curse him? Was this the most bizarre arranged marriage ever? Did her mom set the entire plot in motion 10 years in advance with the hopes of her daughter maintaining her own goal of finding true love despite the cover of the book? Or maybe she just wanted her to marry a prince, and wanted that prince to not be desirable until then. Agreed, it's unlikely, but it would be awesome if that's the direction they took with this movie. Dear Zoe Rainey, are you the enchantress? Anyway, I am sure we will get lots of new info come this weekend. Jay, my question for you and everyone else is, what do you think? Is it possible that Belle's mother is in fact the enchantress? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the towel section down below. Also guys, we have some really cool new stickers that were designed by none other than the super talented, nerdy, and quirky Sabrina. They are available over at dftba.com. Just search for Super Carlin Brothers. And if you buy a set of stickers and send us a picture of wherever you stuck them, we will feature them at the end of each video. Guys, as always, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to see some more Beauty and the Beast content from us, you can click right here to figure out which book Belle is